This was how I became a millionaire under the age of 30. It all started when I stayed in on a weekend on a Friday night. I was curious on how to make $1 million. So I did what anybody else would. I searched up how to make $1 million on YouTube. And I watched a couple of videos and I came across this one video of a guy speaking on stage and he was talking about how you need to become an entrepreneur. Now, I was about 21 and a half, going on to 22 years old at the time. I've never heard of the word entrepreneur. I didn't know how to pronounce it, I didn't know how to spell it, and I didn't know what it meant. So I tried to Google up what the word entrepreneur meant. I didn't know how to spell it at the time, but I finally found the definition of it, right? And so from that night forward, all I wanted to do was build a successful business. I didn't know what type of business, I didn't know how to build a business, I've never had a business background. Mind you, I was going to college at the time to learn how to become a doctor. Because you see, I grew up in an Asian traditional household and I was raised to become either a doctor, lawyer, or engineer. And so in this video, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be teaching you exactly the steps and what I did. ExpressVPN is one of the largest premium VPN services that provides world-class privacy and security to keep you protected from internet traffic, hackers, and snoop. They are trusted by millions of users and have ultra-fast servers across 94 different countries. They have 24/7 live support chat and a 30-day money-back guarantee to show you how confident they are. I personally use ExpressVPN to feel safe whenever I'm streaming or surfing on the internet, knowing that my data and privacy is going to be protected. So right now, if you sign up using my link in the description below, then not only you're gonna get a discount on their most popular plan, but you're also going to get 3 extra months of free service when signing up for their 12-month plan. So check out ExpressVPN. That link will be in the description. Now back to the video. So the first thing that you need to do is figure out your end goals. You want to understand and know what your destination is. What is it that you want when your time is done? Where do you want to be? Is it beyond becoming a millionaire, right? You want to know what it is that you want out of $1 million. So for myself, I wanted remote freedom or location freedom, I wanted financial freedom, and I wanted time freedom. Those were the 3 main things that I was after, okay? That was beyond the $1 million, okay? Obviously, making my first millions is gonna help me get those 3 things, but those 3 things are my end destination. I wanted to be able to work from anywhere, I wanted to be able to work from any time, and I wanted to have financial freedom. So being able to purchase whatever it is that, all my necessities, all the things that I need, and obviously having a little bit of a fun lifestyle with it. The second thing that I did was I started trying every single business model, right? The reason why I shared my story in the beginning of this video was because I wanted to share with you that I had 0 business background. I started from scratch. I didn't know what I was doing. I was raised to become not an entrepreneur, right? I was raised to, do the traditional, go to school, get a degree, and work your 9 to 5, right? And that was the route that I did not want to take after learning about how to make $1 million and understanding that working a 9 to 5 was not going to help me reach my end goal, right? Which was the location, time, and financial freedom. So I dabbled a little bit of everything. I had, shiny object syndrome, and I was just chasing after every business model that sounded good and looked good, okay? And for some of you guys might be doing the same thing. It's not the best thing, but when you are starting out from scratch, that is really your only option because you don't know what you're good at, you don't know what you like, and I'm just telling you from experience of starting from 0. Hopefully some of you guys might already have an idea of what you're good at or maybe what you like, okay? But for me, I didn't know, okay? And I like basketball, right? But I wasn't gonna be able to turn my hobby into a 7-figure business, right? There are a lot of factors that goes into that. So I dabbled in everything. I did drop shipping, Amazon, FBA, Forex trading. I tried real estate, wholesaling. I tried multi-level marketing. I tried, starting a YouTube channel to do like daily vlogs. I tried a lot of things. I tried everything and anything that you can think of. I tried starting my own motivational Instagram so that I can get sponsorships and stuff out of that, but just everything. I even once tried selling pirated video games, right? I would download video games, I would sell it on Craigslist, and that led to me actually getting in big trouble out of that. So I don't recommend you doing that route, but it just goes to show you that I just didn't have any idea, right? I didn't know what I was doing at all, and I was just willing to try anything and everything to get experience in whatever I can find that's gonna work for me to propel me into making my first $1 million. And so the next thing that I did was once I did finally find something that was somewhat worked for me, I finally stumbled upon digital marketing. marketing, right? And it was funny because my friend was telling me about it. He was like, hey, my little brother just bought this course for $997 from this guy named Ty Lopez, starting a social media marketing agency. And you know, kids are doing it, 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 21-year-olds, and just younger generation crowds are able, you know, $10,000 per month through this business model. So, you know, he asked, you know, do you want me to take this course? You know, I was like, sure. You know, at the time, I'm trying everything anyways. So I took the course, went through it, put it aside for a little bit, and then got back to it later on and started reaching out to local businesses and stuff like that. Got a ton of rejections, and one guy decided to give me a try. I offered him a free trial. Hey, I'm willing to do this for free. Just, you know, give me like a testimonial or something like that, right? So I gave him a free trial, and that's how I really got started with digital marketing, right? And so once I found something that kind of worked for me, and I found that, okay, I kind of like this, can make me money. I'm able to work from anywhere, from home. And if I can get this going, it's gonna give me the financial freedom. And so I stuck with it. And what I did was I sought mentors and I took courses, okay? So in order for you to be successful a lot faster, you want to seek mentors. You want to seek mentors because you want to be able to skip the learning curve, right? If you were to learn all this yourself, you would be going through a learning curve. You would make a lot of mistakes. It would just take you a lot longer to become successful. And you would have, you know, spent a lot more resources, a lot more money to figure things out, and a lot of your time, which is, you know, priceless, right? And so if you're wasting those two things, prolong the process. And, you know, taking courses, whatever the case may be, there's a ton of free content now, obviously, and you can find through that through my YouTube channel. But that was what I did. I seeked out people and try to gain information, learn from as many people as possible so that I can learn through their mistakes and I wouldn't have to make my own the same mistakes as them. So that really helped me catapult in front of people who are trying to learn it themselves, essentially, right? And so that really just shortened the timeline of becoming a millionaire. So as my business was growing, I needed to build an A team. I started hiring people that were better than me at what I was doing, right? And so I would hire two types of people. I would hire, number one, people who had the skill set that were better than what I had going on, right? So I run a Google Ads agency to generate leads for local businesses. And what I started doing was I either hired somebody and trained them how to do Google Ads and, you know, just put them through courses so that they can learn and improve their skill set. And the second thing I did was hire people who are really good at running Google Ads. Obviously, they're a little bit more pricier because they have more experience, more skill set. So I tried to build an A team in my business, okay? So that was the first one of the things that I did for my business, is just having people in place to kind of offset the load from what I was doing inside the business. And the second type of people that you want to hire are little tasks, okay? Like little reply to emails, client communication, reporting, you know, little like admin tasks. You want to free your time from that as much as possible because you want to be able to focus on your business and not working in your business, right? If you're too busy working in your business, you're not going to have any time and energy to be able to work on your business and actually focus on the growth. So two types of people. Number one, you want to hire A team players to make sure that you have a good product and that product is going to deliver high results. The second type of people you want to hire are people who are going to save you time, okay? So that we can take that time back and focus that on the more important task, which is growing your business. So now that I have a business, I have people working in the business, I have a little bit more time to work on the business. What I started doing was I started building systems, okay? And this is the key component of your business when it comes to scaling, is by having systems. And what that does for you is that your business is now going to be more seamless. It's going to be able to operate more on automation without you really being in it. So when you have systems in place, you have your sales team, right? When you have a system on prospecting, right? Getting people interested into your products and your services. And in my case, my digital marketing, I have my sales team automated, my sales system, right? Now the time that they book a call or the time that they're interested in what we have to offer, they book a call with us, that's automated, right? We take care of warming up the leads, closing, onboarding, and all that good stuff, to then automation on building out the whole marketing campaign, right? The lead generation campaign that we run for our clients, right? That is automated. Our reporting is automated, okay? So it makes things as seamless as possible so that ultimately you can save a lot of time. And when you have systems in place and this gives you so much time, and this is what's going to help you be able to scale your business. And so when you have systems in place, things become very easy to replicate, right? And when you can replicate things, you don't have it takes out the guesswork, right? So you have teams in place, systems in place, and that's gonna automate all the work. And that's how you're gonna be able to scale your business. So you don't wanna be doing everything inside your business. You don't wanna be working in your business. You want to be able to have systems, and that's gonna help you scale your business. And I also want to note that in order to have systems, right, you want to specialize in one thing, right? One niche, one product. You want to be as specialized as possible, right? And the reason for that is because you don't want to be offering SEO, social media management, Google lead generation, and all these different things, right? Because every time you sign on a new client, you're going to have to put in the guesswork on how are we going to deliver results for this person, okay? We focus on one thing only, so that way when a client comes in, they know exactly what it is that we do, they know exactly what they're going to be getting out of our services. And the other thing is specializing in a specific niche, right? The more you're able to niche down, the more you specialize in an industry, the more you can charge, because now you specialize in that specific niche. We are no longer just a digital marketing agency. We are a lead generation marketing agency for example, criminal defense lawyers, okay? So we are very specific. We specialize in that, right? And so we know all the details about that. So every time we sign in another criminal defense lawyer, it's the same process, right? The same systems, and it's very easy to replicate. And when it's easy to replicate, we can then get the same results that we've been generating for everybody else for this same client. Now, obviously, to have a sustaining business, a long-term business that's going to last and continuously grow, is simply delivering amazing results. Being able to under-promise and over-deliver, and that is going to be the key component, right? Is making sure that your clients are always happy, okay? Because that is the bloodline and the lifeline of your business. So when you can over-deliver on what it is that the expectations, meet expectations and over-deliver on that, number one, your clients are going to be happy, and number two, they're going to send referrals to you. They're going to tell all their friends and colleagues, and that way you're going to be able to grow your business just because you're already doing what you're doing already. And then also giving a human touch as much as possible, right? You don't want to sound like a business, or you don't want to sound like just another business. So, I send emojis, we talk on a personal level with my clients and things like that. So just understand that it's a human-to-human interaction, and I talk to my clients as if they were like my best friends or something. Not as best friends, but on a professional level, obviously. So what it comes down to is for you to care about your client's success, right? That is what it comes down to. And when your client can actually feel that, they're gonna be very happy, and they're gonna stay with you for a very long time, and they're gonna continuously pay you every single month. Another thing that we do that has really helped me grow my business was just being ultra responsive. Anytime a client emails me, they'll get taken care of within minutes or within the first hour for sure. But they get instant replies. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. We try to be available as much as possible. I've had clients email me at around 11 p.m. right, and they will still get a response. And so when you can, number one, deliver amazing results and over deliver, and also being ultra responsive, you're gonna have a successful agency for sure. Now, the last thing that I did was understanding that this was going to be a long journey, okay, a long-term thing. It wasn't gonna be a get rich quick. It wasn't gonna be something that was overnight. I needed to understand that there's gonna be lots of obstacles. There's gonna be a lot of challenges, mentally, physically, all that good stuff. So once you understand that and you already know it's coming, when you go through that storm, you've already had that mindset of, okay, this was expected, and that you're going to do whatever it takes to overcome those challenges. You're gonna do whatever it takes to overcome those obstacles. And so just by being consistent and going through that, weathering that storm, what's going to happen is you're going to experience a snowball effect, right? And in the beginning, you're going to be moving very slowly because you're just rolling your ball, and over time your snowball gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it starts to roll faster and faster and faster, right? And that is the same metaphor for growing your business. In the beginning, your business is going to be small, it's going to grow very slowly, right? And it's going to have a couple dips here and there. You might have some good months, great months, you might have some really bad months, right? It's going to be like that. But once you get that snowball going and you're rolling down this hill a lot faster, that is a metaphor for when your business is growing and it's scaling. And when you get to that last part, that is where just you're being consistent, and through that storm, through this journey, you've been able to learn so much about not only business, but about yourself, right? And going through the storm, going through all the obstacles and challenges, because I'm telling you, it is not easy. It's simple, but not easy. And when you go through all of that without quitting, you learn a lot about yourself. And hitting your first million is a big achievement. It's a big milestone. And I'll tell you that from firsthand. And that is how I became a millionaire under the age of 30. And hopefully you can take these tips and advice and apply it to your own life so that you can make it to the next video.